Okay, I said it before in one of my earlier videos regarding horror movies that I am not really into horror movies because of the element of foolishness and stupidity that is always present in horror movies. But something pushed me into watching this movie, and the moment I got done with episode 1, I knew that this was something special and I had to follow it down to its bloody end. I'm talking about a late contender for movie series of the year. It is no other than The Fall of the House of Usher, a movie that used more of the human element in telling a horror story, a deal with death several billions later, and a disastrous ending for the Usher family doesn't sound normally typical, and it isn't because the characters were played by some of the finest people put together on set. Now, speaking about characters, my standout character was no other than August Dupin. He was captivating, possessed, and just about stole the show. Both actors who played young Dupin and older Dupin were amazing in the role. Their speech cadences were kind of unorthodox but meshed perfectly to fit their scenes. A stoic principle that Tony undermined by the actions of Roderick and Madeleine Usher early in his career, but continues his pursuit to bring them to justice for their crimes. Our second favorite character, also an attorney, is no other than the famed family attorney of the Usher family, Arthur Pym. A weaselly face, a slouching posture, stone-faced demeanor, and a scratchy voice combined to make one man responsible for protecting the Usher family. Every scene he appeared in, he managed to be the most composed, while fading into the background. His voice plus stature shows him as never fazed by any news, and he plays his role to perfection. No job is too little, no debt is too great. Arthur Pym will simply wear his glasses and his gloves, take his briefcase, and be on his way. This is one thing I'll credit the directors of this movie for: casting and characterization. Each actor and actress look like they've been on sets before. Nobody is playing roles that makes you think that this actor has never been on set before. And at this level, it should be bare minimum, but then you find out it's often not the case. Now, my next character is Roderick Usher. This is one who does the balancing act of decency and goodwill while having a staggering capacity for evil. In the scenes with young Roderick, at first, he seems like a decent guy, but as the story progresses, you find out just how much evil he is capable of. And older Roderick has a genial, welcoming face, masking the savage beast within him. At times, he seems like the most likable amongst the lot except his granddaughter, but then his actions do not tally with his appearance. He is one who wants to tread the line of doing evil nonchalantly to outsiders, but showing a lovely, genial face to his family. Next character is no other than Victorine Lafourcade, brilliant, if not crazy doctor with a British accent and a shining, bald head. A good doctor, not a great one, who inveigles her way into a relationship with Dr. Reese, who actually has the ideas for the heart-saving technology. Her actions, much like any Usher child, stems from a place of insecurity and competition to be the best while pretending to be totally unaffected by the lack of love in their lives. Next up is Madeleine Usher. Now she's the one who embodies the disdain and disregard the elite have for the lower classes. Almost every nasty and diabolical decision arose from her choices, and she is one who is unaffected by any tragedy that does not affect her personally. Great casting choice once again, which is a general theme in this movie. She left us thinking we were totally satisfied. Now, my next character is Tamerlane Usher, the one without, not the rebel, not extremely attractive, no medicines, not a tech wizard. Matter of fact, she alongside her brother got the short end of the Usher stick as regards talent or expertise. Combine this with a lack of self-esteem and a jammy demeanor, you get Tamerlane Usher. All her actions can be traced to each of her lacking traits, and her character is basically a bland salad with no special features. Next up is Frederick Usher, yet another bland salad, save for his jumpy nature and impulsive decisions. He's eager to gain respect and status, but has no ideas or means to do so. He, like his sister Tamerlane, have no standout talents, save for a hidden aptitude for cruelty on his part. But other than that, his only saving grace is being a legitimate descendant born within the confines of marriage and a yes man to the company. Prospero Usher is just another spoiled, indolent child with nothing upstairs except for sex, drugs, and partying. His careless and footloose approach to his life ends up being the reason for his death. The plot brings a humane angle to the theme of horror. One often sees horror movies that bang too much on the supernatural or the psychotic, but The Fall of the House of Usher instead brings a seemingly rational but murderous arc to the horror genre. There is a serious application and enactment of drama that gives the movie series a grounded base, separating it from the usual axe-swinging, evil spirit hunting angle that other horror movies come with. The family seems like normal people from afar. I mean, no swinging axes, death-like masks, or bloody chainsaws, but they are just as vicious, evil, and treacherous as any other horror villains. With this angle, the actions of the Usher family are more relatable to the real world, and the motivations and background of the family is comparable to multiple corporations and companies in real life. This only serves to lend more credence and further instill the horrific nature of businesses and the literal cutthroat people behind them. Progress, or more appropriately profit, at the cost of human lives is the slogan, and they stick to it with rabid intensity. The elements of horror are injected with the appearance of the dead directly affected by the Usher family. The clown appears as a reminder of the Usher's violent beginnings. The children appear as a reminder of the deal Roderick and Madeline made with death, and also a harbinger of things to come. These two intertwine and appear repeatedly as the children suffer horrifying deaths, a testament to the closure of the grotesque deal with death. The Ushers could basically plow their way through life with the guarantee of never getting caught. $1 billion empire behind them is enough to guarantee their safety, which is not much different from real life, as billionaires and top shots will never have to answer for their crimes because they have the power to do so. Believability was a strong point in this movie. From episode 1, the cast looked patented as spoiled, rich, and prideful, perfect personalities for the angle the story was trying to build for the Usher family. Roderick and Madeline Usher fit in as old, cold, and ruthless people who actually dug in the trenches to get to the top. Every member of the family were cast perfectly, and the background and setting was a total package to set up the lifestyle and habits of the Usher family. Believability, as we say, is the bedrock of any movie, and this was achieved seamlessly in this movie. As to visuals, plot, pacing, plot holes, I could find no glaring faults in this movie. Everything looked in place and easy to digest. No sudden unplanned breakups or pointless tangents. The producers had a clear goal and pursued it with commendable tunnel vision. Scoring this movie is an easy 10 over 10. The movie left me totally satisfied, every avenue exhausted, and no stone left unturned. Also, it has an added bonus of immense replay value. This is a movie you can watch from start to finish with no skips, and I've already done a second watch, so I know exactly what I'm talking about. So this is a movie that will be staying aboard the ship for this year and probably get promoted to first mate. The Fall of the House of Usher is 2023's premier horror movie for me, and I've already stated my reasons in this video. If you enjoyed this or you have contrary opinions or suggestions, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like and share. Keep it locked in. We'll be back again.